Stocks on the editor's radar, and today we're putting the spotlight on the capital goods space, and in particular Siemens come out with their numbers, and it has been a fairly decent set in terms of their operating margins and in terms of the kind of orders as well that they've received.
Yeah, orders.
Yeah.
That is just pouring in. So some of the companies, and let's look at the stocks first, then we'll talk about the orders. L&T, Siemens, Cummins. You can take L&T aside, but if you particularly look at Siemens and Thermax and let's say ABB, the orders I think are really pouring in. Orders are pouring in because the domestic capex cycle has started. Traditionally, markets always look as order book as an indication of where these businesses are headed. But the chink in the armor is that most of the companies have one more similar thread, that order books are coming. But for L&T, the margins have been a miss. For Cummins, margins have been a miss. For Siemens, margins have been a miss. And margins have been a miss at a time when commodity prices were a tailwind. And guess what? The tailwind now could become a headwind. So in best of the scenario, if you're not able to get the best margins, what will happen in an inflationary scenario? B, you are getting orders, but are you cutting each other? And these are long, cycle projects which they are getting now. Also, valuations are no longer cheap.
Yeah.
They're no longer they may be the haloed stocks, but valuations for at least the MNC capital goods stocks are north of 40 times. For Indian engineering companies are north of 35 to 40 times, even in some cases 2 year forward. That exactly is not the most desirable level. So while order book is strong, business cycle is strong, is the best of the curve in terms of an business expansion and P expansion that is behind us. So that's my limited point, that a pocket which has disappointed at least on the absolute front, not on the order book front, not on the growth front, not on the guidance front, but the quality of the earnings, the margins have been a miss.
Yeah.
I think it's this entire space. These are not the levels at which you would say the markets will in a sense will continue to reward you if the margins are coming under pressure.
Yep, that remains the big question mark as to how they will perform in an otherwise unstable environment. Aisha, that's the view coming in on capital goods.